Now, Honda's CB1000 Hornet SP, we're only getting the SP as of now so far in the United States. While it's coming to America, and we're happy about it, we're excited about it, and we're finally getting what Europe has been getting, another market has been getting with the CB1000, and what's already been the market for even longer in other markets is this bike right here, the CB750, the parallel twin, the 1000, of course, having the 1000cc inline four, kind of detuned from the Fireblade. I'm excited for these bikes. I'll have another video, kind of a moto vlog, talking about where these bikes fall short. But I'm happy to bring this to you guys today. We heard reports, and I made a video a week or two ago talking about how the CB1000F was trademarked in Japan, and there were talks of them making a production model based off of the CB1000 Super 4. Okay, so what we have here is a very, very close to production ready version of a concept that we had. The lines look to be about the same. And this is the bike, in my opinion, that should have been the Hornet. The Hornet, the 919 Hornet that we had in the late 90s, 2000s. That bike had the inline four, the circular headlight, the more retro classic styling to it. This is going to go straight towards the Z900RS in theory. Okay, you could put a bikini cowl on there. So this has just been revealed at the Osaka Motor Show in Japan. And if you guys are excited, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, my name's Kirk. I talk about motorcycle news on this channel. My main channel is automotive news. This channel is dedicated to motorcycle reviews, which is few and far between because I don't live in LA. I don't have access to a press fleet down here, but I cover as much motorcycle news as I can from my studio. Okay, so the CB1000F Concept is a next generation CB concept model, obviously, that embodies the evolving standard of sports bikes. Now, remember the Super 4 in Japan, the 1300, this beautiful bike right here is on its last go around. All right, it's an exclusive for Japan as far as I'm aware. It was available throughout the years in other markets with other iterations of this. Honda doesn't have a direct replacement. The Hornet 1000 is not a direct replacement, not even the SP. We want those retro designs. It's water-cooled inline four, so it's going to be the exact same setup, guys, in terms of engine, transmission, underpinnings. It's going to be 99% the same as the Hornet, but with a much more attractive design, in my opinion. Now, if you're lucky enough to be in Japan to see this, it'll be at the 52nd Tokyo Motorcycle Show. Will be held at Tokyo Big Sight. I was there just a few years ago for the Japan Mobility Show, the automotive end. Even though Kawasaki was there, that's pretty cool. And this will be March 28th to March 30th. And then the Nagoya Motorcycle Show, just the 4th, will be held at the Aichi Sky Expo from Friday, April 4th to Sunday, April 6th. Here's Honda's Motorcycle Show landing page. And here they're showing, hey, at the Nagoya Motorcycle Show, this is what we're going to have here. Look at all these models. And I'm going to tell you which ones that I want. Well, we'll eventually get this supercharged V3. That's going to come. We just don't know when, how. Is it going to replace a Fireblade? Who knows? E-clutch could come to the Rebel here in the United States if they can get the cost down on it, but we don't get the 250. E-clutch will probably be seen on the 300, maybe, if it comes on the Rebel line. I could definitely see it being on the 500 and the Rebel 1100. All right, the CB 1300, this is its last go around before it gets discontinued. X-Adventure, it'd be cool if we got it here stateside, but off-roading scooters, there's not a lot of market here. The CT125 Hunter Cub, we get that here as well stateside. They don't call it the Hunter Cub here, but the CR Electric's pretty cool. They'll have the Hornet 1000. The CBR 250RR's super gorgeous. I want to say it has a small parallel twin in it. Goldwings just hit its 50th anniversary this year. There's the CB750 Hornet, the CB650R E-Clutch. We get all of these models pretty much right here, except the CBR 250. They'll have this scooter. The Super Cub is getting a final edition. The 50cc or the 49cc version. We don't get that in the United States. We get the Grom-based 124cc model. Here's the model that I want maybe even more than the CB1000F. In Japan, they call this the GB350C, C for classic. I believe in India, they call it the CB350C. I would lose my mind if this bike was here. I would buy it day one. This is the most interesting bike from Honda that is not available in the United States. We get plenty that are available. They're interesting, but nothing is cool as this classic style, kind of Royal Enfield design, but made from Honda with the pea shooter exhaust, the classic colors and covers on there, the circular headlight, the flat tank. Let's go back to the tank. Oh, look, I could do without the tank guards, to be honest. I wonder if there's probably a way to remove them. Hopefully it's painted underneath of it. I would assume it would be. But the class, I mean, there's not even a tachometer, just a speedometer, the double seat, the dual shocks in the back, one on each side of the bike. This is my dream bike. Now, Honda's again trademarked CB500 here in the United States, so they could bore this out, the single cylinder air-cooled engine out, which looks amazing. They could bore it out to 500 cc's, bring it to America, and, you know, take my money, Honda, essentially. But let's hope they can bring something this good here stateside. The EV Fun concept, these EV motorcycles, when they come to production, they will come to the United States, especially the ones that don't have the Honda Power Pack, like mobile battery packs. All these models, the Africa Twin, E-Clutch 650R, those are all available here stateside. The Fireblade RR, and then here, guys, we're going to finish with this. The CB1000F, and they have two artist renditions of these bikes. Unfortunately, I don't have the highest quality images. This looks like a Yoshimura brake reservoir sleeve, and this with the cowl at the bottom. Now, here's the thing. They made the radiator seemingly bigger here. This doesn't look like the stock radiator, and you can't really see the pipes as well. But here's the thing. If you're having a cowl at the bottom, by the way, I bought a cowl for the Grom, hoping I can manipulate that cowl to go around my Yoshi, a swirly pipe. So stay tuned for that installation. But this looks insane. You got clip-ons here, circular headlight with carbon fiber around the rim, a little fly screen. You got the racing number in the back. Brembo brakes. This thing is sick. And we have this bike, which is much more minimal, kind of blacked out with neon and flames. Like my Grom is kind of set up like this right now with I got the KLX bars on there. So this is almost like, this is a street slayer. You call it a street fighter if you want. This thing would just be a monster. Does it look as cool as this? I don't think so. That's the thing. I even got like some sort of hand guard up here on this. So both of them are cool. Let me know which design you like better. This one for sure is speaking to me, this cafe racer styled bike. But do you think Honda will produce this CB1000F and bring it to America? I think the chances are like 80-90% now that the Hornet 1000 is already here. And do you think the GB350 will get a 500 variant for the United States? That one, I'm not so sure on. I think that one's maybe less than a toss-up because I don't want to get my hopes up for it. If it's 50-50, I'm getting too excited. So if it's less than 50-50, it's just, you know, I'm expecting to be disappointed and never get the classic GB500 or GB350. But they've trademarked it, so we'll see with the CB500. Let me know if you want an E-clutch on the Rebel. I mean, it's really good for beginners, I guess, but whatever. This bike, though, the CB1000, Honda, you got to bring it here. You can't make this good of a design and just call it a concept and call it a day. This is the second design based off this concept, with the first one back in 2020 with this one. And how much has it changed? Well, besides the single-sided swing arm, it has not changed much. And that's a good thing because it is a beautiful design. If this doesn't look production ready, we just need to put some mirrors on here, guys, and then maybe, you know, a whale tail in the back for license plates and whatnot. But this is waiting to come to America. Thank you, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.